Whew. Ah. Hey there, and welcome to Large Format Friday. I'm your host, Matt Marrash. If this is the first time you're stopping by the channel, there's a playlist of our entire third season of LFF. And if you haven't subscribed yet, each and every Friday, we're gonna be here and we're gonna be talking about something large format. As you can tell by the little dead mouse here and everything blowing around, it is a gloriously blustery day here in Ohio and kind of marking the end of what we call false spring. So it's not quite spring yet, but we had really nice weather. I didn't have a jacket for like 2 weeks and now we're back to the super cold. It's about 20 with the wind chill, so back to the winter outfit, but you know, it looks spring, but it feels awful. That's just what we're dealing with today. When you're out testing film, you have to shoot it. You have to just see what it's gonna do. Last week, I totally botched that film up. I tray processed it and learned my lesson. So today, I'm not gonna tray process it, but I need some test shots. So I got 6 sheets. I'm gonna go grab the Takahara, set her up, and take some pictures here at one of my favorite little spots, just off the side of the road. And windy or not windy, I have some neat compositions, some lines I can play with. So let's get to it. Okay. Good. All right, kind of cheating with the camera today. Went with it pre-assembled. I don't always recommend pre-assembled, but when the conditions are really windy and just not cooperating, having everything ready to go kind of simplifies stuff, but then there's nothing to like break it down into. I didn't bring my backpack. I don't have extra caps, extra lenses, just shooting with my, well, it's normally my wide angle lens. This is my 150, but today I'm still shooting with some film that is 4x5 in size, so I've got my reducing back on. What that's gonna do, that's going to make my ordinarily wide angle lens a standard lens. Remember, 150 millimeters is kind of the standard focal length in 4x5. So even though it's a wide angle on my 8x10, since I'm using the reducing back, well, I'm just not really getting the most out of this big camera. My biggest windy day tip, minimize the amount of time you're using the dark cloth. This thing is what makes this already large bellows camera a kite sail. Oh, this looks cool. That little bit of sun coming in from behind, oh, that's perfect. All right, pick a tone. Let's pick that. Warm-up shot, we're not trying anything too special here. We're straight on. We're not gonna filter anything yet because we're still trying to get a good result without any filters. I'm at a 60th at f8. Film holders inserted. Close, cock, check. Everything looks good there. Now there's been some sun poking in and out and I would like to get some sun, but well, I'll just shoot until the opportunity presents itself, which looks like in a few seconds, it just might. Whew. The hardest part about the wind is, well, you're dealing with it. So you can wait for it to die down. You can take the shot, or as many people have joked with in the past, you can pretend like you're giving up, you tear everything down, and then the wind will magically stop and you're good for your shotting. The sun is almost done with this giant cloud. It's gonna give me a very small window of an opening. I've already stopped down my lens an extra half stop. I don't care if I'm overexposed by a stop or so, but I do want to make sure it's not like grossly overexposed. So I still haven't pulled the slide. It's in here, we're metered for when it's cloudy, but come on, sun, let's go. Whew. Oh, it is freezing. Whew. All right, come on, sun, there we go. There's that sun. Yes. Just gonna give me a nice little highlight here. Ready, one and nice. I'm gonna take another one of that. Ooh, all right. There we go. Nice. All right, a little rest from all of this wind. Whew. So I mentioned I'm working with a mystery film. This is a mystery film precisely because I don't know what this film is. I suspect it is a specialty type of aerial film or duplicating film, and I was hinted that the speed is in the 100-ish range. Since I use a staining developer, PyroCat, I'm actually shooting it a little bit slower. I'm shooting it at 64 and 80, and it seems to be coming out, but I'm gonna keep plugging away at it, try it in different developers, and see what we get. Well, this isn't more field work. This is a bit of a change of plans. It was so darn windy out there. I decided to just stop everything where it was. It wasn't really getting more sun, so I'm just gonna take the 2 sheets I already did, pop them in some hangers, and develop them in the stainless steel hangers and tanks, hopefully to avoid some scratches, and we might even have time to contact print this. So let's go. All right, let's take a look here. Ooh, okay. That's getting some density on it. All right, well, this looks considerably less scratchy than the last go around, and these look like some negatives we can do something with. All right, let's finish washing these off, hang them to dry, and see if we can do some contact prints. So one thing that's pretty wild about this film is it's got a perforation to it. You can see it's perfed along the long edges, which tells me this was a 5-inch roll film stock at one point and has been cut down and hand, I don't know if you can see, yeah, it's been hand punched. So there's a notch code punched right into the top of the perforation. So we're just going to soak this off in the photo flow. 30 seconds is all we need, and we can hang it up to dry. So our film has dried. You can see it's got this lovely characteristic curl. Our emulsion side right there, and our film base side right here. Get a closer eye on those sprockets. This is a very incredibly thin film because it was in a roll film format and it was pulled forward by these sprockets. Let's just smush them with the glass into some paper and see what happens. Let's get out another sheet of RC. Nothing fancy here. This is Ilford multi-grade pearl. Classic stuff, not too glossy, not too matte. Slam some negatives, shiny side up or emulsion side down, whichever way you like to think of it. Just get those into contact-ish right there. Smush. Hey, it's gonna look cool. And go. Go. You know, for a crazy mystery aerial film, we're getting some pretty neat stuff out of this. I look forward to testing it a little bit more here. So if today felt kind of like rushed and not like a full LFF, there's a reason for that. I was pretty crunched today. Today's a very important day because not just for me, but for Lauren here too, it's vaccination day. So we both just got done. Hopefully you and your loved ones have or will very soon. Stay safe, please do. And then you can enjoy large format photography and we can even, you know, be around people again. That would be amazing. If you have any questions about the film we shot today, that mystery film, or you have any ideas of what it was, I'd like to know. Or if you have any tips for a super windy day like today was, drop those down below in the comments. And for long form questions, you know the drill, largeformatquestions@gmail.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll catch you next week for more LFF.